A big welcome, guys, to United States Television. Where are you watching in from? I'm Rokan here on United States Television to bring you all my latest news as far as this is concerned. Remember, Manchester United really won against a team known as Everton by how many goals? By 3 goals to 1 at Goodson Park. Remember, this was Ole Gunnar's first win against a team known as Everton, because when he was playing against Cardiff, he played it twice, and both games he drew. And when he played it for the very first time in the Premier League as a Manchester United manager, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer drew both games. Both ended 1-1. You remember all those games, guys. So after winning that game, lots of things have been said here, and we really need to look through them. And the big question is, do you think Ole is safe? Is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer safe with the job? Is he safe after winning after having a 3-1 win against Everton? That's the big question in here, because we are really looking into that before we go into the 6 talking points. Before we have the 6 talking points of Everton 1, Manchester United 3. So our big question today is, Solskjaer is not safe. That's it. And what do you really have to say about it? Because for my case, I think he is not safe. And what is your reaction? What are you thinking? Do you think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is safe? Do you think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is safe? To me, I think he's not safe. And my reasons are that that article that was put out by the Manchester United Evening News really shows us that Solskjaer is not safe at all, unless he goes to a run of close to 5, 6, 10 games into this season. That's when you are going to say that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is safe. But as with these things, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is not safe, guys. He's not safe. He's not safe. And if at all you really have a different belief altogether, you can really come in and talk to me, because for my case, I think Ole is not safe at all, because as things stand, the man is really on pressure. That's why into his post-match interview, he was really focusing so much onto Manchester United not being given rest. That's one. Secondly, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has players and they are good, but people think he's supposed to be starting Danny van Beek because he has given Paul Pogba enough chances to prove himself right at Manchester United, and he has solved to an extent that Manchester United, all the games Paul Pogba has started of Manchester United, I think United has lost almost 98% of all those games. So, and he has really been that big cost for Manchester United, and every time we are playing the team and it really starts. So he costs Manchester United a lot. That's why today I've really thought of making a video about Paul Pogba, about him being the Pogba omen on Manchester United, because it's really like a spell this season, because each and every time Paul Pogba has been given a chance to prove himself, he has really failed to prove himself, to an extent that Manchester United reached an extent of really getting a loss in almost all the games that we played. So that video is coming up, guys, and I'm really going to bring it, because Paul Pogba is really doing something bad for Manchester United, and very many people really think he should start. And for my case, I think he should quit Manchester United. Very many people think that I have an agenda on Paul Pogba, but I don't have an agenda on Paul Pogba. I just have an agenda to people who think that Manchester United, we can do better with Paul Pogba, because he has been here for close to 5 seasons and he has done nothing for the team. So I think it's high time we showed him an exit out of Manchester United, and I think it's far much better to have another player like Danny van Beek and very many other talented players at a cost. Sell Paul Pogba at £60 million and get to players like Danny van Beek level. So if Thomas Partey was at 45, that means Manchester United can really get some 2 good midfielders into that price. Sell Pogba at 60, bring in another midfielder and add the 30 to the 80 and bringing in a player known as Jadon Sancho at Manchester United. So that's what I think, and that's what I think Ole is all about, because news coming in shows that Paul Pogba has been put on sale by Manchester United, and Manchester United says any person interested in Paul Pogba, provided you can raise £60 million, he's up for grabs, and Juventus and Real Madrid have shown deep interest into him. So that's it. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's job is not safe, guys. It's not safe. And when you look at the fixture that we are having, he must really win close to the next 5 fixtures. He must go out and win close to 4 of those games, or 5, if not 5, because each and every time he's going to lose a game, trust me, this news is going to be back into circulation. Remember, he lost against Arsenal and Istanbul, and it came back. He first lost against Crystal Palace, and people said the sack was near. He went ahead to lose 6-0, 6-1 against Everton, and people say the sack is near. So anytime the sack is near, because the news was let out by the Manchester, one of the official websites of Manchester United fans, that is Manchester United Evening News. It's trusted. It has people around the board, and really news can really be used to be passed that side if at all they really want to know what the fans really think and how they're going to react. So that story really ran that Manchester United have approached Pochettino to take over the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's job. So Solskjaer's job is not safe. When you look at his fixtures, his next 5 fixtures, he's hosting West Brom at Old Trafford. And remember, we've not yet won a game at Old Trafford this season in the Premier League. He's hosting Istanbul. Sorry for that. He's hosting Istanbul, Başakşehir at Old Trafford. He's playing away at Southampton. He hosts PSG again at Old Trafford. He hosts West Ham at Old Trafford, and the sixth game on the 8th of September, he's playing RB Leipzig. He hosts Man City on the 12th of December. He plays away on 15th of December. He's playing Sheffield. He hosts Leeds on the 19th of September, and on the 23rd he plays away against Everton in the EFL Cup. So I've brought out other fixtures before the Christmas, and that's really when we are going to that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is really going to be a Manchester United manager after Christmas or before Christmas, because the last game he's placed on 23rd against team as Everton in the EFL Cup. So all those fixtures are really mattering. That Ole needs to see that he needs to win close to 6 fixtures on those fixtures that we are having before Christmas to stay on his job after Christmas or before Christmas. But he might be subjected to a sack if at all he doesn't really do these wins. And when I look at things and how it is, I think United is going to win West Brom. We'll win Istanbul. Southampton is tricky, but we can go ahead and win against it. I think United can win its next 3 games. If at all Ole is to stay, the players really need to be up for him and really put through their bodies as they did against Everton. Manchester United versus PSG, that's a tricky one. You never know what happens. He might lose, he might win, it might be a draw. United playing out West Ham, I think United can get a win. At Leipzig, I think it's hard. Man City, United can win against Man City. Sheffield, yes, United can get that. And against Leeds. So let me see. Sheffield, I think United can win. Man City, United can win. West Ham, United can win. Southampton, United can win. And I think Ole, if at all he puts up his players very well, he can really save his job. But right now, his job is not safe, not until Ole Gunnar Solskjaer really goes to a level of really coming up and forcing the players to really come up and do the needful as they did to Manchester United in the game against Everton, game against PSG, game against Newcastle, really, that they really display. So Ole really needs to put his players to task so that they can really give him a performance that is really way much better than the previous 2 performances they put up against Arsenal, Chelsea, and Istanbul, where United really went up and lost. So if you think Ole's job is really on the line, or you think Ole is safe, you can go in the comment section and tell me what you think about Ole really being safe at Manchester United or him not being safe. So now let's go into the talking points. the 6 talking points of Manchester United. Manchester United 3, Everton 1. 6 things that we really learned from this game. And the first one is obvious. Ole saves his job. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer saves his job. So we all know that when he went to this encounter of Everton, every person really was all over Ole, saying, Ole, if at all he loses this game, Ole is going to lose his job. But players really came up, and I really thought after we conceded the first goal, I thought it was going to go into the minds of Manchester United players that maybe something that happened to us against Arsenal and a team known as Istanbul is going to happen to us again. Because both of those teams really scored us fast. But the way United really replied after conceding a goal from Everton really showed me that these players might really be on something else, and they're really playing for the manager to stay. So Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is safe, and he narrowly missed out from a circle, though Manchester United dominated the game, but Everton really had chances that could see itself get a 2-goal lead into the first half. Remember that ball that Dini really came through and hit the goal frame when they really passed by Aaron Bissaka. And if at all he had really done a square to Calvert-Lewin, that would have been a goal. So, guys, that is the first talking point of Manchester United 3, Everton 1, because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's job was saved, and it really got saved by what? By a whisker. United really won by 3-1. Although we dominated the game, but it doesn't really turn out or really black off all that was in the news that Manchester United's manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer would have been sacked if at all he lost to a team known as Everton. What does that mean? It means Ole Gunnar Solskjaer can really keep his job throughout the season if at all he goes ahead and really does well into his next 3 fixtures. What are those fixtures? The fixture against West Brom at Old Trafford, Ole really needs to come up with his team and they win it. 2, Ole needs to really go and win a game against a team known as Istanbul that is coming at Manchester United to play us. It's a return leg of the Champions League. I think it's on the 23rd, 24th of November. And Ole should go away at Southampton and really get a convincing win. I think when he gets those 3, I think he will really be, I think he would have put a very big step and stamp onto his job that he can really be the manager of Manchester. But the players really never disappointed him. He was really the man in there. The players really came out and really fought for him. So if at all you feel like you want to join me onto my live stream, there is a link into the comment section. You can really come up here and we discuss ideas, and you can tell me your talking points and your opinions that you really saw as Manchester United took on Everton. The other talking point, the first one has been that Ole saved his job. That is our first talking point. Our second talking point is brilliant Bruno Fernandes. Yes, no one can't leave this. No one can't leave talking points of Manchester United winning against a team known as Everton, and you leave Bruno Fernandes' name out. That's out. So Bruno Fernandes really came on and he had 2 goals and 1 assist. And his performance really showed us that he is really a world-class player. And whenever he plays good, Manchester United really appears good. And whenever he really doesn't really play up to the occasion, United really doesn't really show up. So guys, I see 5 people watching it. Smash a like on this video, comment and share, and tell me you're watching in from and feel like you want to join my live stream. There is a link that I posted in the comment section. You can follow it up and you'll appear onto the screen, and I will invite you up here so that you tell me what you think about Manchester United winning its game away at Everton by 3-0 with Bruno Fernandes scoring a brace and Edson Cavani scoring on his debut. So we are still the talking point of Bruno Fernandes, a Manchester United player that really came up hard and really did the needful to see it that Manchester United really went. So Bruno Fernandes was at the heart of the match, of the bottom, the attacking and defensive play, and his first half contribution flipped the balance of the game in United's favor. Yes, because remember, a team known as Everton really came up and scored as fast and Bruno Fernandes really leveled the game after heading the ball into the back of the net for Everton with that nice cross brought in by Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw really doing his second assist in 2 consecutive games, and Bruno really leveled the game. And later, he went ahead to score a second goal that he really, this ball that he chipped was out of Marcus Rashford's reach, and its accuracy got again beat home stopper to give United a lead and ultimately the 3 points. Such performances from Bruno have been increasingly familiar since he joined the Reds, and no Premier League player has scored more away goals from home in all competitions. A total of 11 goals in 17 appearances. That is Bruno Fernandes for you. Coming in at Manchester United, showing that I'm the man that United really needs, and he really goes ahead and cements his performance against Team Everton, announcing himself that don't tell me about Paul Pogba. I'm the man here at Manchester United, making things round or turning them around and making things happen. And he says that I'm Bruno Fernandes. I'm like Cristiano Ronaldo. I come from Bruno Fernandes as Cristiano did, and I'm really making my mark at Manchester United. Very big and better in each and every season that I go into. I promise I won't really sit on the Manchester United bench. I really respect it, and he really played a very big role into this game. And Bruno Fernandes really came up and scored 2 and created 1 for Edson Cavani. So Manchester United really had a very nice encounter at Goodson Park, courtesy of Bruno Fernandes. If at all you've just joined me here, smash a like on this video, comment and share. If at all you feel like you want to join me onto my live stream, there is a link there. You can follow it up and you'll appear onto my screen, and we'll be here to discuss all this on United Street Television. Your talking points, I'm giving you mine. The 6. The first one was about Ole saving his job, because news came in that if at all he lost against Everton, he was going to be given a sack because a man known as Pochettino had been approached by Ed Woodward. The second is Bruno Fernandes' brilliance here on the day, scoring 2 and creating 1. So we go to the third. United are good travelers, and they set up a new record, and that's not because we are not good, but we have perfected winning from away. United has not won a single game this season at Old Trafford in the Premier League, but all the 3 games we played away, we've got 9 points, not even a draw. So we have 1 draw at Old Trafford, and we've lost 3 games at Old Trafford. So it shows you how United are great travelers and bad hosts. So it's not just Bruno who has been enjoying life on the broad. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's team have now won on the bounce away from home in the Premier League. The run equals a record set by Sir Alex Ferguson in 27 years ago in 1993. So that was the run, 7 consecutive away wins for Manchester United. It was last done by Sir Alex Ferguson in 1993 by doing this run. So that shows you how Ole Gunnar Solskjaer can really go ahead and break the record of a man known as Sir Alex Ferguson, one of the greatest coaches that Manchester United has ever had, being at United for over some good years from 1986, returning in 2013. It shows you how much Ole is ready to break the record, and that record will be into breakage if at all United goes away at a team known as Southampton, and they really win against it. And that is the game. That's our first away game from the international break, and it's going to be played on 29th of November. So Ole really is heading to break that record, because I know he will still be a Manchester United manager by then if at all he wins against West Bromwich, then he plays Istanbul, and after playing Istanbul at Old Trafford, he plays away at Southampton. So that is Manchester United for you, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer really putting up things that other coaches had really failed to do, and he's in really to give us the best at Old Trafford. The talking point, that's the 4th one, Manchester United, pass masters of the day. The Reds' opening goal came off the back of 20 passes move, starting with Scott McTominay in his half and ending with Luke Shaw's floated cross to the unmarked Bruno Fernandes. Only one other goal in the Premier League so far this season has involved more passes in the build-up, and that was Aaron Wan-Bissaka's finish against Newcastle, which really saw Manchester United put cross to 21 pass sequence. Remember that goal against Bruno Fernandes, that is the equalizer. 20 passes were put together before that goal really went into the back of the net. But guess what? Against a team known as Newcastle, the Bissaka's goal really, United had put close together 21 passes. So United really proved that they are pass masters. They passed the ball from the back and it would reach Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw did the 19th pass and Bruno Fernandes summarized it with the 20th pass to head the ball in the back of the net into the net of Everton. So that is another talking point that will prove that we are pass masters. Really, yes, we are. The other talking point is Cavani scores. Summer signing Edson Cavani was introduced in as late substitute and made his mark in the game where Fernandes laid off the ball to him, enabling the Uruguayan to nail his first Manchester United goal in the red jersey or the red devil jersey. So Edson Cavani becomes the first player from his country to score for the Reds in the Premier League, following in the footsteps of a man known as Diego Forlan Colanzo. We all know that Diego Forlan Colanzo was a player at Manchester United and he really great, though him and known as Alex Ferguson really told him that please leave my team, and he really left and he went to, was it Villarreal or Atletico Madrid in Spain. So that's it. A man known as Edson Cavani really scored his debut, his first goal for Manchester United on the game known as Everton in the added minutes. He scored it in the 90th minute. So that is Edson Cavani for you, scoring on his debut scoring his first goal for Manchester United, and he scored it against Everton with a very good assist from Bruno Fernandes, running close to 60 yards from the Manchester United half towards the Everton 18 yards box. That's where he really minused the ball, and Edson Cavani did the needful and netted the third goal for Manchester United. So that is Manchester United for you. That is my fifth talking point on the 6th, and it's all about Edson Cavani scoring his first goal for Manchester United. The last one is time to recover for Manchester United. Remember, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in his post-match interview came out and said and complained of Manchester United players really not having gotten enough rest after playing into the Champions League on Wednesday. They flew back into Manchester on Thursday morning. They rested for 24 hours and they really had to go away and play against Everton, and it was and it was an early kickoff. So all he says, they needed close to 28 hours or 2 days to see to it that they were supposed to play on Sunday. They had to rest on Friday and on Saturday, and they had to rest on on Friday and Sunday and Saturday, and their game would have played on Sunday. That's what Ole really went up and said. But for me, I see that next week because Manchester United, remember, United used to play certain games when we were playing in the Europa League. Play on Thursday, we come back and we play against a team on Saturday and in the wee hours of the Saturday or the weekend. So I think that's an excuse that Ole should stop giving, because it's really way back. However much he says his players got injured because of that, I agree with him, but you know, the teams don't have an authority on what time they're going to play. So that means the teams really and the TV have really to do the needful to see to it that players don't really play a lot, because close to 3 Manchester United players really got knocks. Like Luke Shaw is having a hamstring injury. He might be out for some good months. The other player that got injured is Marcus Rashford. Solskjaer says he really hit he hurt his shoulder, and who else? There are 3 players, I think, and Victor Lindelof as the international break really nears, but I think they'll come back against a team known as West Brom. So those have been the 6 talking points of Manchester United 3, Everton 1. If at all you feel like you want to join me into my live stream, there is a link I posted into the live chat. You can see it there. you can follow that link and you join me here and tell me your talking points of Manchester United against the team known as Everton. Mine are as below. 1. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's job is saved. Remember, it was in the news that he was going to be sacked because of his performance for the previous 2 games. 1 against Arsenal, 2 against Istanbul, losing 2 games in a row. And if at all he lost against the team known as Everton, he had no chance of keeping his job at Manchester United. But thank God, Ole kept his job after that 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, 2-1. After that 3-1 win against Everton. The other talking point is all about Bruno Fernandes being brilliant. He scored 2 and created 1, and that shows you how useful Bruno Fernandes is to Manchester United. He's just a crucial player for Manchester United, and if at all you think he's not, try to play a game without him. You'll see what will happen. And United really, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer would have been sacked last season if at all this player never came at Manchester United. But the player came at Manchester United and he turned things around, and he's the man, talk of town, most favorite player liked by the fans. That is Bruno Fernandes. The other talking point is all about Manchester United really looking like past masters. The goal that Bruno Fernandes scored, the first one, United put closer to 20 passes to see that score the goal. And they're holding the record with another goal that Aaron Bissaka really scored against Newcastle. Before he really scored that goal, United had really made 21 passes. So United really has 2 goals, and they've been the most goals created through the most touches put together, all passes put together. The 4th one, it's all about Edson Cavani really scoring on his debut, and sorry, not on his debut. I don't know why I'm saying that he's in his debut. No, it's not on his debut. He scored his first goal for Manchester United against Everton, and him being the first the second Uruguayan player to score a goal for Manchester United after Diego Forlan Coranzo, who Sir Alex Ferguson really signed and later sold to, is it Villarreal? Yes, I remember it was in Villarreal, playing against Roman Riquelme. So the other is Manchester United really are good travelers, hitting their record that Sir Alex Ferguson put up in 1993, 27 years ago. United have gone to 7 Premier League away games without losing and not drawing, but they've won all of those games. So that's how tricky United really passed by that, and we are really in another zone, and we are talking different things altogether of Manchester United being really able to come up and score this goal. So that's it. And the last one is United players really have gotten a relief to rest, though many of the Manchester United players are going to be on their national duty of their team, but at least they will get some rest because they're returning to action on the 21st of September. So that's it for now here at United Social Television. It has been something about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's job not being safe as the first topic, and the second topic was 6 things we learned from Everton against Manchester United. Manchester United winning that game by 3-1, and it was really a welcome win. But can Ole really keep his team intact? Can we get consistency in the first lineup? Because remember, even after the reason as why Manchester United went into the Champions League positions, it's because we really played a consistent team in all those remaining games, apart from when Aaron Bissaka really had a knock and Fosu Mensah really came in and Luke Shaw really was out after getting an injury again. But the rest was okay, and he played a consistent team altogether. He went back to a 4-4-2, a 4-3-1. The German really betrayed him on the games against Arsenal, Istanbul. So he tried out the diamond, and the diamond is the only formation that really fits all the talented Manchester United players that United has. So to me now, I think Ole, for now, it's safe, but that does not turn away that he can be sacked if at all he really gets back some worse results, and we would be surprised if all that happens. So Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is safe for now, but I don't think he's safe forever if at all he doesn't keep up consistency at Manchester United. I'm Rokan for United Social Television. In case you're watching in this video and you've not subscribed to this channel, please endeavor to do so, because each and every time you subscribe and hit the notification bell, you'll always get a notification each and every time you're live. I'm out. See you later. Maybe we can do one more video late in the night. It will be a long one, like for 1 hour. But I'm Rokan. If at all you've not yet subscribed to this channel, endeavor to do so, because we'll bring you all your latest information and news. Thank you. I'm Rokan. See you in my next